that takedown and ultimately get the pin after that first attack almost went your way and then you scrambled out of it, to be able to off the restart go ahead and get your offense going again? How important was it for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously important to score points. As Coach preaches, we got a pace, and we're just going to go. I mean, I didn't get a takedown in the first sequence, and that's all right. I got right back up and got in his face, and, it created a situation where I was able to capitalize.
First win in the field house this early in your career. Did you expect this to come to fruition as quickly as it has for you?
No. It's great here, though. I wanted to pump up the crowd right away as the first match here. It was my first opportunity to hear the crowd go crazy, cheering for me, so got it done.
Coach, Cole managed to score in the last 15 seconds of both the first and second period. I know that's something you've been preaching for much of the year. What does that say about him that after another slow start, he's able to overcome that and finish 2 periods in a solid way?
Yeah, the key is a slow start. We've got to correct that. We get a little stiffer competition. It's hard to come back from 2-3 takedowns down. But Cole's a competitor, 5th-year senior, does all the right things. He's going to be in every match. His conditioning is unbelievable. And, he did a great job of scoring in the last period, which, obviously it's a huge to score at the end of the periods. And he did everything we preached. So very proud of Cole and excited.
How do you feel about the energy Drew brought to his match today? It seemed like he was ready to go from the first whistle. And you were saying in your presser earlier this week that it was time for someone to step up at 157, and it sure seems like someone did.
Yeah, Drew did a great job. He came out, he tried to run through the chairs. He didn't even want to go around the chairs. So I knew he came out really fired up. And Drew's a competitor. The first time wrestling in the field house, you could see there was a little bit of some nervous energy, but Drew's a competitor. Very excited for Drew. We're bringing 3 guys at 57 to Midlands. So, you know what I mean? It's in their hands. We're going to decide who kind of the guy is after that tournament. But Drew did a great job tonight. Very proud of him.
How about Pete's performance in his first dual meet action, as an attached wrestler for you guys? It was a tough matchup for him, but he seemed to fight throughout the 7 minutes.
Yeah, Pete's going to have a great career. A lot of mistakes, but, true freshman. Again, we're going to look at Midlands. We're going to evaluate after Midlands. Taylor will get his chance, and Pete will get his chance. And then we have that second semester to see what we can't do to get those guys ready to roll and make a decision. But, you can't. I'm not going to put a big judgment on one match, as a true freshman rolling out there in front of that crowd. A lot of nervous energy, and Pete's going to be just fine.
Eric, where does the team go from here? This seemed like could be a very big launching point for you guys. You guys look pretty solid. Where do you think the team goes?
The goal is a national title. The team's doing all the right things. We hustle every workout. Everybody's putting effort in, 100% effort. So, the goal is national title, so let's get there.
Coach, will you be with Evan at Senior Nationals?
I will. I'm flying out tomorrow. Coach Reeder and I will fly out tomorrow morning. Excited for Evan to go try to qualify that spot, in the Olympic trials in April. So it'll be it's going to be a fun weekend.
Just looking forward to the Midlands coming up. You'll get another shot at Iowa. Do you think the team will be ready to go? And have you made any adjustments since that duel?
Yeah, they'll be ready to go. That Iowa match wasn't our team out there. We didn't. We were flat. We didn't do the things we were taught to do. Again, they took it. Not discrediting them. They took it to us. And I think tonight you saw what this team can do when we're out there firing in all cylinders. And I think the home crowd was awesome. I think being home was amazing. And hey, now we're going on a neutral site down at Midlands, and it's a big deal. We treat Midlands as a big deal. So our guys are going to train hard over break, and we're excited to go down there and face a lot of good competition.
Did you get a chance to talk about Drew Sharonbrook? Not sure.
Not much.
Okay. Looking at Drew, where he came in like you, Eric, and came out with the pin, as it really looked impressive in a lot of the positions he was in. For his first chance at a varsity duel, what can you say about his performance?
Yeah, Drew did a great job. Again, he's very unorthodox, right? He's tough to wrestle. He's a really strong kid, and he wrestled in his positions. And I don't think that was the best Drew Sharonbrook. He can compete a lot better than that. And I'm excited to see where he can go. Midlands will be a big test for him. And the thing about Drew is Drew never says a word in the wrestling room. Does every little thing we ask him. Sometimes you don't even know he's in there because he's just working so hard right in his own little world. So he's got a bright future. He's just a freshman. Very excited that Drew Shambrock's on our team. And you got to remember this too. Drew Shambrock's coming back from 2 major hip surgeries, less than a year ago. Last year he sat out the whole year with 2 major hip surgeries. And to see where he is now makes me very proud. Our medical team is unbelievable. And to see him back on the mat like that, it almost brought a little tear to my eye because he's worked so hard to get healthy.
I mean, what was great is like a lot of the seniors and the upperclassmen that have a lot of experience did real well, but it was really impressive how you'd mentioned in some of your previous press conferences how you were looking for some help at some of the other weights or a little more breakthrough, and it appeared you had a lot more success at some of those, like 25 and 57.
Yeah, listen, I'm very excited about this team and the future. We as coaches, we look towards the future as well too. We got a lot of young guys here that can wrestle. You saw a true freshman, you saw a freshman at 57, a true freshman at 97. Heavyweight's a sophomore. We have a great mix of a couple of 6th-year guys, and we've got a great mix of really young kids. And I'm excited that where this team can go. I'm excited. The leadership we have out of those 6th-year guys, the 5th-year guys, and then the way these freshmen fit in with these guys is just unbelievable. It's such a great group of kids, and everybody's taking care of each other and showing them the way. And I think it's a great time that these young guys are actually in the starting lineup, so these 5th and 6th-year guys can lead them and show them the way. And I'm very excited for this guy. I think the sky's the limit for him. He's doing all the right things. He's ready to go. He's hungry, and excited that he was able to go out there and get a fall. I think we're going to see a lot of that, in the near future for the next 4 years.
Just mention like Cole Martin started out kind of slow, but what can you say about to the team for he still battled back and then took control late?
Well, that's listen, we got conditioning in our back pocket. When all else fails, when nothing's going right, we're going to be in better shape than everybody. And I believe that. I see how hard these guys work, and they believe it. So, ideally, we don't want to get down by, 4 or 5 points. But if it does, it shouldn't worry our guys because they know that they can come back and score in the 3rd period. And obviously, our conditioning looked great tonight. And I'm not worried about Cole. He's been down more than he's been up. He's a slow starter. But we've got to change that. We've got to get him to be a fast starter. So in that 3rd period, instead of getting 4 or 5 points to catch up, we want to be building 4 or 5 points so we can get majors and tech balls.
Overall, going into it, this dual meet tonight, you wouldn't necessarily. Wisconsin had the advantage, but just the number of tech falls and pins you came in with were unbelievable.
Listen, if we want to go to the Big Ten and the national tournament and place high, we're going to need tech balls, and we're going to need pins, and we're going to need major decisions. That's a point of emphasis tonight. That's going to be a point of emphasis for our program. We want to go out there and make sure the crowd is enjoying themselves, but we also want to make sure that when we get to the national tournament, we're going to go out there with the mindset that we've got to go get those extra points. This could be a very special team. I'm so excited, you know what I mean, and really excited about the bonus points that we did score tonight. I think we put 40 points up tonight, right? 40? Right, we've hit 42 points up there. That's a lot of points. I don't care against who. These guys all did their job tonight. They all looked after each other. They hold each other accountable. And to put 42 points up on anybody is a major plus for our program. And you're going to hopefully you see a lot of that throughout the year, and then especially in St. Louis at the national tournament.
With Evan going tonight and him going to the senior freestyle tomorrow. What was the thought there? Some people are speculating maybe he wouldn't be in the duel, but he's.
I can honestly tell you there was never a conversation, not one conversation of are you wrestling. There's not one conversation. I heard that. I heard some rumors floating around that people weren't going to think he's wrestling. We never had the conversation. Evan's a competitor. Evan wants to compete. Evan works too hard not to compete. So and this is nothing new, right? We weigh in. What's today? Thursday. Wrestle Saturday. That's just like a Big Ten weekend. You know what I mean? He's going to travel tomorrow, just like a Big Ten weekend. So this is great practice for Evan actually before we head into that Big Ten season. He'll go down there and make weight Saturday, and we're going to wrestle and go qualify a spot at the Olympic trials. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get down there.
Eric, with winning the Cougar Clash and winning your home dual meet here, is this just the start for you?
Yeah, absolutely. The sky's the limit, as Coach said. I truly believe that I'll be a national champ while I'm at Wisconsin multiple time. If I'm not, then what am I here for, honestly? I mean, growing up, I always wanted to be a national champ, so yeah, the sky's the limit. This is just a start.
Coach, last week you mentioned your fondness for Eric and how he handles himself and what you've seen in his growth so far this year. Do you see a little bit of yourself in him?
I wasn't as quirky as this guy, right? Everybody liked that. No, Eric, you know what? I wasn't as good as him. You know, he's a true freshman. I was 0-4 my true freshman year. You know, but anyway, no, you know, he brings a special. I don't even know how to describe it, right? He's just a great kid on and off the mat. He brings that high energy, the joking around, you know, and then he's dead serious when he gets out there. You know, I'm glad he's got that W on his chest and he's competing for us. I wouldn't want to have to compete against him. He's going to have a hell of a career here.